Hello everyone, welcome to this inspiring space. My name is Maya. In a continuous journey with each other related to preparation, ceremony and integration, which is so interconnected and so unlimited, because as long as we are in a body, we are ongoing changes and shifts and transformation and integrating new pieces of the puzzle in our life. And every one of us has one unique piece of that puzzle in the web of life. And this is where I'd like usually to shed light on for people that I guide in my sessions, that is related to tapping into this inner gem, tapping into this inner power, this innate power. And by power, I don't mean anything tainted by any kind of conditioning, but rather this pure essence that we are, and that we are here exploring in a physical body with a specific identity that is changing in an ongoing way. And as part of the nature cycles, we don't stop as long as we are aligning with nature, as long as we are aligning with the cycles of the moon, the cycles of the earth, the seasonal cycles. We are ongoing a change. There are times of rest which are to be honored. In those times, there is no force, there's no trying to do something, because it will induce more complications. And we can notice this, especially lately, where we have been really witnessing and also feeling this feminine energy that is really about going in and slowing down and deepening our breath and deepening our connection with our body, even especially as a sacred temple that we are borrowing for a while. And therefore, in the transformation that is happening energetically from within and from the universe, there is also an integration that the body has to go through. And in relationship with this, I'd like to share today something that I often share with people in the preparation sessions that I guide, which is related to decluttering and cleansing. When we go through phases and cycles and we get to a point of a build-up and there's a need to go into ceremony, one of the essential things that we can do in the preparation and also bring it into the integration as an ongoing so-called practice is decluttering our space, the house, the apartment that we're living in, what we do not need, what we're not using anymore, and that can be helpful for other people, and to kind of give it away. And when it comes to things that are related to very personal belongings, what I recommend usually, because those personal belongings include the energy of what happened for those to become more of an accessory that we kept, that is related to someone that we loved, and that relationship is over. And somehow when we look at these items or accessories, we're reminded and of that person. And so when we are ready to let go of something that someone has given us, it is very important to cleanse it before we release it, before we give it away, especially if it's an item that one can wear or one can use, so that we are clearing the energy before we hand it over to someone, whoever that person is, and therefore that person can use it in a kind of from a blank slate. And when we are letting go of this, item or accessory, we are doing it with love. So decluttering during the preparation time frame, that can happen, as I mentioned before, a week before, a month before, years before entering a ceremony, is very much essential. And I find that it really helps many people see that they have been postponing removing stuff from their storage units, their house, wherever they're cluttering things, wherever they have been stacking things and they haven't been using them. And so by shifting the physical presence of things, items, things that we're not using, this also induces an inner cleansing and inner decluttering, and the space around us changes, and we look at the room in a different way, we look at the house in a different way. There's nothing that is stored somehow. And sometimes people go through stages of releasing those items, and this is also to be honored. There's nothing to be forced. When I relay this, advice usually, and I invite people to do this kind of decluttering and cleansing of the physical space around them, it's really with an invitation to see what they are ready to release and be honest with themselves. And this really helps in bringing a kind of clarity as they approach their ceremony. So as we are building up for the next full moon, and there's an intensity that is being felt, this upcoming full moon is truly inviting us to go through another layer of cleansing. And if this resonates with you, then this is an invitation to do that. I hope this inspires you, and I thank you for listening, and thank you for liking and sharing. And if you'd like to know more about what I do, you can check the link in the description below. Have a beautiful and a blessed day, and much love.